Alright, first and foremost, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakaha, Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS who we learn from. A healthy shalom to the hopeful elect, preaching His word in truth and sincerity. To you ribs, to you sisters out there learning in silence and staying in order, I say to you all, shalom. Alright, man, so, back at it with another news clip. This is from the Voice. Right? I don't even know if I can say the title anymore, man, because, I done had 2 channels stroking down off of this news thing by itself. I don't know if they're targeting this thing, but they got a lot of good information, man. So, I'm going to try to be as careful as possible, with my words and what I'm reading. All right, so I'm just gonna, this is a live read. This is through spirit. So I'm gonna go ahead and just go off on it. It says over 500 official pestilence studies retracted for unreliable information, right, from watchdogs, right, the C-19 unreliable information. So 500 studies, that doctors with PhDs have put out against the C-19 pestilence, right, were taken out, erased, vanished, right, because this devil likes to hide his tracks. Let's read on. It says, Retraction Watch co-founder Ivan Oransky reported that one reason for the high number of retraction is the academic system incentive structure, which pressures researchers to rapidly produce studies and get them peer-reviewed as quickly as possible. The collegefix.com reports, why do they feel the need to rush papers through? Salakia. Well, it's because that's how they get or keep their jobs. That's how they get grants. Everything is based on that, he said. Quote, when you know that your whole career depends on publishing papers in particular journals, you're going to do what you have to do to publish those papers. Most of the time, that means you work hard, you hire and smart grad students and postdocs, he said. Oransky also said researchers may feel too desperate or that incentives are too stark that there's no human possible way to do it, so that you start engaging in misconduct, he said. The article in the list pertains to risk factors related to C-19 pestilence, jabs, and various alternative treatments for the pestilence. It's really a range of everything from essays to big clinical trials, he said. Oransky pointed the fix to one of his research letters examining the difference between retractions of C-19 pestilence and non-C-19 pestilence related research papers. The result showed that papers on C-19 pestilence had a higher likelihood of being retracted or withdrawn within the first 6 months of publication, and that they were more likely removed without detailed explanation for non-misconduct related concerns. Right, so these people are, putting paperwork and research out there to let you know the dangers of this pestilence of, that year 20, and they're taking it out, man, and they cannot take it out fast enough because they printed them so fast, right? But they work in double time to hard their tracks, and it shows, man. This is the shit, man, that the the Israelites, from various camps, but mostly GMS and like-minded brothers. Slovakia was always against, jabs and things of that nature, while camps like IUIC and ISUPK were getting jabbed up just to get on a plane so they could, party together and be on Passover parties together, and have a good time, right? GMS and like-minded brothers was telling you, man, don't take that jab. Lose your job if you have to, man, because you can't trust this devil, man. And you see what was it causing, man. I'm gonna see if I can find this video clip. If I don't find it in this video, I'll put it in the video if I find it. If I don't, it's Salakia, man. But I saw this video of this man speaking. He looked like he knew what he was talking about. I'm not saying what he's saying is true, but he said that, the goal was to unearth or unalive, 500 billion people by 2025, right? Which is this year. So I'm not saying that many people are gonna unalive, but what I'm saying is that they had a goal in mind to end people in a certain time frame, not right away, right? Because if you take this pestilence, how do I say this, man? If you take this pestilence, vial, whatever you want to call it, that if you was to unalive within the first 3 weeks, it would have raised up a lot of red flags. So the point is to let it, simmer down, sizzle inside of you, let it cook it up, and then boom, you're gone, man. Within 10 years. And I do service work, right? So I go, to different people's houses, house after house after house after house after house. A lot of people were scared. They were like, "Yo, were you treated? Were you treated?" They would ask you. I always lied, and because I got to work, and I always told myself I identify as, using their theory on them. But anyways, I know about people that will be in the house and they would have, been taking that pestilence, and they will have all kind of health issues, man. I go year to year and I see these people year after year, and I hear how a family member is doing, and I'm always asking questions because I sell as well, so on commission based. So I have to, communicate with people and talk and things of that nature to better my commissions. And they just tell me about their life stories and what, their husband's going through, what kind of health issues. And, the point is that a lot of people that took this pestilence, I noticed like a lot of people having health issues, man. And there's a list. I couldn't find it. I tried to look for it. There's a list where it talks about the side effects of this pestilence, and it mostly talks about how do I say this word without getting flagged? Like your veins no longer flow as smoothly as it used to. Let's just say it like that, to a point where it just doesn't flow anymore. Anyways, let me go back to this. I'm in this paragraph right here. It says, he said retracting papers is not necessarily a bad thing, as they can correct information that was potentially wrong or misleading. Ensuring clear and concise reasoning for retractions is crucial, he said. He told the Fix. The problem is, quote, when papers aren't retracted, the problem is when papers sit in the literature, people know that there's a problem, but everybody refuses to do anything about them, Orensky said. Further, many people use retractions to argue the government, pestilent companies and others are untrustworthy. Generally, those people either have an axe to grid or are just trying to sell the public something, he said. A retraction simply says the information is unreliable. It doesn't remove it from the world, he said. However, the transparency of the process varies. Some retractions notices provide no explanation, while others include detailed reasoning for the retraction. So we've seen this in the year 20, right? With the book, the social media book, where there was legitimate doctors on there, posting, the people posting their videos, and then they'll have a fact investigation, which was done by people who are not even, they were not even authorized to speak on it. They're just computer people speaking on legitimate PH discussion, and they had no idea, and they were exposed, and it was put in the news, not the news, the courts. It was exposed for such. They were under threat of government. I couldn't find the clip, man, but this is Zechariah 11:5. Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty, right? They try to hide their tracks. They say, nah, we didn't mean no harm. Nah, that's not what our intentions. The words are smooth as butter, right? It says, and they that sell them say, blessed be the Lord, for I am rich, and their own shepherds pity them not, right? They be in their hearts, they say, the Lord basically is not coming to save these people, right? I'm blessed because I'm doing all these things. I'm getting paid. I'm getting money. Right, so basically the Lord's allowing it, which technically he is. This is the Lord's movie, and the Lord's directing these people to do evil things. Right, so they're going to continue to do crimes, they're going to continue to kill, they're going to continue to, oppress, and destructure, order out of chaos, and they're going to say they're not guilty of anything. Right, that's pretty the gist of it. Right, I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS who I learned from, and healthy shalom to the hopeful elect, preaching His word in truth and sincerity. And to you ribs, to you sisters out there learning silence and staying in order, I say to you all, shalom.